welcome back to Surrogate Prime's YouTube channel. Today's topic of discussion is something that we hear a lot just in the surrogacy world itself and surrogacy groups that surrogates kind of ask and want opinions on. A lot of it is, how do I tell my children about the surrogacy journey that I'm on? And honestly, I think it really depends on the age of your children and just what you feel comfortable talking about. So personally for me, I just completed my first surrogacy journey. Both my children were about 3 and 5, and it felt very important to me and my husband that we were just open and honest with our children. Both my kids they pick up on things very easily. They can kind of tell when mom's not feeling great, and I just didn't want them to think I was in a mood or anything like that, especially just when you're on all those medications and, you're prepping your body for embryo transfer. You are going through a lot, and sometimes it takes a toll on your kids because you yourself need time to just relax and be okay. So for me, I was very open with my children. Before I kind of started, I kind of expressed a little bit about what I was doing before embryo transfer, especially like you're traveling, so your kiddos are going to be, with somebody for a day or two that you're not there. And again, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I do this, but they're used to me being home and present all the time. So I kind of just was open and honest and broke it down pretty simple for their age group, just saying, mommy is going to be helping some friends have a baby. My littlest, it was a little bit different because she just didn't really understand, but my son saw me pregnant with my daughter and just had a better concept of all of that in general, I guess. So it wasn't like overly discussed until I was actually pregnant and going through that process and just kind of breaking it down and being, open with our kids. There's also a lot of amazing resources and books like on Amazon, and I can link them down below for anyone who is interested in learning more about it. There's one called, I think it's called like Kangaroo Pouch, that just kind of like breaks it down simpler for the kiddos just to kind of understand that mommy is holding a baby for somebody else. Another really big thing that helped, and it really does depend on your journey itself. My husband and I became very good friends with our intended parents. So we saw them more than normal, and they always kind of came around and wanted to learn more about our kids. And I felt like that really helped, having them know the parents and understand from the beginning, this is the baby's mommy and daddy. This is the baby's mommy and mommy, daddy and daddy. And just kind of really breaking it down in that sense for them, I think is a really huge thing as well. I also think another big thing was my children coming to the hospital after I finished my journey and meeting the baby, as well as seeing the baby with the intended parents. In the contracts, you most likely will get a little bit of time with the baby on your own and your family, which is really nice. But on my side, our kiddos were able to see the baby with the parents and meet the baby in that sense. And that was a really big thing that helped my kiddos see, I think it all clicked together, and see the baby with the mom and dad, or the mom and mom, or the dad and dad, or a single parent. But I think it really just comes down to your personal preference, the ages of your children, and what you feel comfortable with. I think the biggest thing is just utilizing your resources and being open with them. Again, like the books really helped my kids kind of break it down. It gave them a little bit more of an explanation than I can give. But really just, what you feel comfortable with and how you feel comfortable. I can answer any questions down in the comments if you have any other questions, or kind of how I express certain things to my kiddos. I'd be more than happy to kind of break it down a little bit better. Like I said, I'm going to link down some of the books in the comments, as well as utilize Reddit. I think that's a really big thing. Utilize Reddit, utilize your Facebook groups. A lot of people have discussions about these things, and they kind of give their own opinions and what they said and how they did it. And I think that is a really great place to kind of start. I think that's kind of where I started with it. I knew what I wanted to do, but also I had no idea that there were books about surrogacy for the younger kids. I had no idea that, these Facebook groups just gave you more information to feel comfortable and confident with talking to your children about it. So thank you so much for joining us on another video and topic of discussion. Again, please comment down below if you have anything else you want me to speak on or any kind of opinions or questions, concerns. We are happy to walk through it. If I'm not able to answer it, I will make sure I get the correct response to help, make sure that you guys are feeling educated. And if you are ready to take those next steps in surrogacy, we have a link in our bio that you can fill out, take that next steps with an application. Our amazing intake coordinator will reach out and get some, more information and answer any questions that you have so that you can get ready and feel comfortable and confident in taking that next step in your surrogacy journey. So as always, thank you so much for joining. Please subscribe, ring the bell so you have notifications when we do release new videos, and I can't wait to see you all on the next one.